Hi, so my name is Uwem, and this platform or this section is about embracing life exactly as it is through setbacks, limitation, unexpected life twists, and then finding strength and possibility in every moment that you can or that we can. Um, I would say I'm here more for immigration and how to see I can stop one or two person or from getting into trouble, or to help give one information that might help somebody out there. Number one, I'm not an immigration lawyer, but having gone through immigration challenge myself, and I've learned some key things or some information that I think one or two person might be able to learn out there. Hence the reason why I'm sitting here. So whether you're facing big obstacles, some small setbacks, or just seeking maybe an honest conversation about life, I think you're in the right place. Now today I'm focusing on fee waiver. That's because for the last week alone I've had two questions about fee waiver, and not just two questions, these are real life scenarios that they really needed help with. The first one was someone rang saying she needs to make an appeal that a fee waiver was rejected. By fee waiver, for those that don't understand, let me go back a bit. So one for either in the UK, so I'm focusing on for those in the UK. So you can apply for fee waiver if you're applying for permission to stay in the UK. This means you will not have to pay the visa application fee if you're eligible. So the eligibility criteria for you to be able to get this fee exemption. So if you're looking to make an application and then you don't have the the amount of money needed, and then you're struggling, and if you don't put the application, your leave might run out, then there's a provision for you. You're able to apply for fee waiver, but then you need to meet the eligibility criteria. One of which is, and you can find this from the UK website, uk.gov website, gov.uk website. One of the eligibility criteria is if you're a partner, parent, dependent child of someone who has a family visa or permission to stay in the UK on the basis of their private life, or maybe you've got discretionary leave or leave outside of immigration rule, or say you have permission to stay in the UK because you are a victim of modern slavery or human trafficking, or you do not have a place to live in the UK and you cannot afford one. You have a place to live but you cannot afford the essential living costs like food or heating, or you have a very low income and paying the fee would harm your child's well-being. So these are some of the criteria for you to meet to apply for fee waiver. Now let me break it down a bit. So if you're in the UK, whether you're working or not, but you're struggling, your income is low, or you have a visa, or maybe you have a place to live, but you cannot afford essential living costs. This include food, heating, gas. You're literally struggling. It doesn't matter if you're working or not working, but you're struggling. I think sorry, let me not go there first. But you're working, but then you're looking to maybe extend, renew your stay, and then you don't have the fee, then you can apply for fee waiver. Fee waiver means that they will waive your fee. The required fee, maybe you are applying as a family of 3 or 4, the fee we're supposed to pay would be maybe like 18,000, 20 something thousand pounds. That's for those that have from abroad coming to, let me say, Nigeria me just focus on my Nigerians, or maybe Ghana or African countries, those some African countries, not even all. So, and then you don't have the enough money to put in for the application, then you can ask for fee waiver. Some of the things they want to see is they want to see your account or bank statement, maybe say for between 3 to 6 months. They will ask you where you're living, they will ask you to provide for your bills, to see how they just want to see how you that you're really struggling to pay the fee or you don't have enough. It doesn't matter if you're working, but if your income is low and then you meet the eligibility criteria, you'll still be granted. Now the question for last week was a fee waiver. She put in for a fee waiver application. It was rejected, and it was for her, her husband, and a son, one child. The fee waiver was rejected, and she did it through a lawyer. And what the lawyer did was ask her to go make an appeal. I don't get. So with fee waiver, if your application has been rejected, you cannot appeal. Rejection remains final. But one thing you can do, you can make a fresh application for your fee waiver request. Again, if you've made an application for fee waiver and that fee waiver has been rejected or refused or not accepted, you cannot appeal. There is no appeal for fee waivers. So for a lawyer to tell you you should go put in for an appeal, I don't know where that came from. Looking at it from the official website, again, please let me say I'm not a lawyer too, but looking at it from the official website, there's no appeal for fee waiver. So if your application request for fee waiver has been refused, all you need to do is to put in a fresh application. Now you need to look at the reasons why your fee waiver was refused. Some of the mistakes we make when we're applying for fee waiver is so let me just complete the lady's one. So I told her the best is for her to make a fresh fee waiver application. Now there's no limit to how many times you can make a fee waiver application. One thing that needs to show is that there's been a continuous financial hardship. It's based on that. So if you can prove that you're struggling, perchance maybe you have £3,000, £4,000 and you're to pay for that fee, it will impact or affect the well-being of your children. All you need to do is to explain, then that would do. That should go through. Another mistake some people do with fee waiver is putting in for fee waiver requests and they have large amount of money in their account, or money coming in consistently in large sum and all that. If at all money is coming into your account and is in large numbers, in large amount, the best for you to do, whether it's yours or not yours, is for you to explain. So say maybe today is the 24th of August. So maybe money came into your account yesterday and it was in the sum of £2,000. All you need to do is, on the 27th or 23rd of August 2025 or 2024, this sum of amount came into my account and it was from this person to me for this, for that, for that. All you need to do is just to explain what each money is for, then that suffices. Don't ask for fee waiver with large sum of money in an account and you're not able to explain whatever those money are in there for. So if people are giving you money, I think it's best to just ref it as gift, as maybe for children or for feeding or for this, for that. That helps a whole lot. Again, we're focusing on fee waiver for today. So it doesn't matter if you're a student. I know for foreign students, you need to show that before you even came over to the country, you are able to pay for your school fee and all that. So fee waiver normally are not eligible. Students are not eligible for fee waiver. Any student on student visas are not eligible, are normally not eligible for home office fee waiver, because the assumption is that the student has demonstrated financial ability to pay tuition and living costs when applying. So for student, before you came over, that asked you to show your bank statement and all that. You've shown everything, so that showed that means indicated, demonstrated that you are able to pay for your tuition fee, pay for your living cost, maintenance fee, everything, whatever is called, that you're able to pay for it before coming over. So perchance then something now happened, exceptional hardship, maybe you lose a sponsor, somebody died, or you lost somebody that was sponsoring you. For students, they need to be exceptional circumstances, and you just need to prove for that fee waiver to go through for you. You just need to be able to explain. And then for students who are applying for maybe based on family, humanitarian, or human rights grounds, then it might be considered. So it's not that it's a total no for students. But if students are able, as in foreign students, if you're able to explain, shows that, oh, you're going through exceptional financial hardship or something happened, this is when you're looking to renew your stay or extend your stay. So the first person that asked last week was a lawyer asked her to make an appeal, and looking at it, I instantly just told her, sorry, you do not have once a decision has been made for your fee waiver, there's no appeal. So for fee waiver, there's no appeal. But what you need to do is to put in a fresh application for your fee waiver. And now again, it doesn't matter if you were granted before or not granted before. There's no limit to how many times you can put in a fee waiver. One thing you just need to show is that the financial hardship continues or is there, or is it. And how do you prove? One of the things you need in proving that you have financial hardship or you're going through financial hardship is to show your bank statement. Those are the document evidence to show. Bank statement, they need to see money coming into your account, money going into your account. They mainly focus on money coming into your account. They need to see what comes into your account and how you spend it. And like I said, perchance large sum of money have been coming into your account. If it's for you or not for you, all you need to do is just to explain. So for appeal, there's no appeal. If your application has been rejected or not accepted, you just need to make a fresh application for fee waiver. Again, there's no limit to how many times. And even though you've been granted before and something happened, you can always put in again and then make your explanation. One key thing for fee waiver is you proving that there is exceptional or financial hardship. That's one of the ground. And then for evidence, your bank statement, you might want to see bills. If you have a house to live, you don't have a house to live, you're able to pay your rent, able to pay bills. Are you struggling to pay bills? Are you not struggling to pay bills? They also will want to know the number of children in the household. If you even say maybe you have, say, 2,000, 3,000 pounds in your account, and if you pay that fee, will it impact on your children's well-being? If you can show that, then your fee waiver will be granted. What they look for is the evidence, you being able to tell your story. That's it. Second story, again, when a fee waiver is being issued to you, when it's been granted, when you put it in and it's successful, it's a code. I don't know how many numbers, but it's a code. I really can't remember the exact how many digits of numbers it is. I think it's mixed with numbers and letters. So when that code, when your fee waiver application is accepted, it comes as a code, and this code needs to be used within 10 days. So when you are putting for your application, it's best, if you're not sure of the kind of application to do, that's the time for you to start looking at, ask questions. If you have a lawyer, ask the kind of application you can make, get everything ready, supporting documents, statement, everything, letters from friends, whoever has been supporting you, community, family, anybody, organizations that have been supporting you. That's the time for you to gather your letter. You need letters from hospital, gather it. They all help. So because once the code come in, that's the time for you to just put everything together. I think with online application, you can actually start putting in your details, filling in, and then once you get to the payment place, you just wait. So once your fee waiver is accepted and the code is given to you, now you start to put in there, and that's it. Fee waiver code are unique for individuals. So if they issue you fee waiver code, like I said, it's for 10 days. 10 days. Your fee waiver code cannot be used by another person. Everything that you put in your fee waiver needs to match. So you won't say, oh, you applied, or oh, you've changed your mind, let me give it to B or give it to C, let's see use instead. It will not go through. Everything that you put in your fee waiver application needs to match with the main application you're making. Now that said, the next question was, fee waiver was issued to me and to my lawyer, and my lawyer needed additional information, needed to know if fee waiver can be used for post-study, and then he wrote to Home Office, and 10 days elapsed. Once the 10 days elapse, the code expires. And then with the 10 days elapsing, that lawyer, directly or indirectly, made this other person an overstayer. I don't know whether it's by mistake or the person they don't know, but it's just so sad. One of the things I want to throw in here is, before you meet a lawyer, please make your research. Don't just be referred to a lawyer and you just jump to. Go online, check the review, check what they've been doing, check how they've been doing, check how their cases have been going through. One of the things that I've seen is some lawyers, you give them your case, you pay money, and then getting through to them becomes very difficult. You call and call and call. You call after 10 days, they answer you. After 5 days, they now answer you and just tell you, oh, we'll do this, don't worry, everything will be fine. Some keep assuring, some don't even assure, some are just rude. Some just say, oh, we'll do it and all that. But this is your life, this is your stay, this is your leave that you're talking about. And one day in this country, overstaying matters. Say, oh Lord, I think the grace days is still there. I think if it's 12 or 14 days, I'm not so sure, but I'll find out on that. You don't even want to overstay by one day, because once you overstay by one day, you need to give reason as to why you overstayed for one day. Exceptional circumstances, reason, when you're in the hospital, why this, why that, and that could trigger other things. So that side again, the lawyer did not use the code within the 10 days that I was supposed to use, due to one thing or another, and that thing kind of indirectly or directly impacted on the lady that owns the application. Now, based on these two scenarios, for in just 1 week, last week that passed, I felt, okay, let me talk about this fee waiver a bit. Again, there's no limit to how many times you can put in for your fee waiver application request, as long as you can show that this continues or you're going through hardship, it goes through. 2, when a fee waiver is issued to you, or your request has been accepted, it's a code that is being given to you and is to be used within 10 days. So within that 10 days, or prior to that 10 days, I would advise that you get all the documents, approach any organization, institution, friends that you want to approach, get the letters needed, be sure of the type of application you want to put in. And then one key thing that I want to say again is, one of the questions that came was, this lady's visa was to expire today, Sunday, that is the 24th of August 2025. She came in as a student, and then due to the mistake the other previous lawyer did not meeting, let me not complicate it. So let me say this. So fee waiver let me give a case here. So if you know, maybe say you're a student or you're not a student, or you're looking to extend your stay and you're sourcing for the money needed so that you can put in your application and you don't have enough, and say your application, your current leave is to run out, say maybe one day or the next day. Let me say your leave is to run out tomorrow, and you have today just left, and you still don't have the enough fund to do. What I would advise you to do, this is key, for you to put in for a fee waiver application. It doesn't matter the kind of application that you came on, the type of visa that you came on, whether you're a student, whether you're already here, dependent family, on human right route, or whatever. I would advise that you put in for fee waiver application. Now, what fee waiver application does is it automatically activates section 3C for you of the Immigration Act. Now let me try to explain this. So fee waiver, what it does, prevent you, one of the key thing, beside you asking for fee for them to waive your fee for you, one of the key thing that fee waiver application does is, perchance, like I said, your stay was to expire the next day, which is tomorrow, and you have to just today left, and you don't have enough fund in that account, put in for fee waiver. Just go online and start applying for fee waiver application. That fee waiver application, it might not be it's what you want to use. It will help you buy time to be able to source for enough fund to be able to put in your account to make the real application that you want to do. But the key advantage is once you put in for that key fee waiver application, your stay continues. So what it does, it activates section 3C of the Immigration Act for you. So what it does is, section 3C of the Immigration Act of 1971 is a legal safeguard that extends your existing immigration leave in certain situations. So what it does is, whatever leave that you were on, say you were a student, or you're on a student visa, or you were on whatever type of visa that you were, once you put in and submit that application, it is free. Or fee waiver application is free. What it does is, it makes your current leave continue, as in your leave extend, it varies your stay and then makes your leave continue. With that leave continuing, it prevents you from becoming an overstayer. And then if somebody had promised you money, say in 1 week, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, you now use that time to source for the money to be able to build your account so that you can put in the main application. So once you just apply for your fee waiver application, it automatically, once you submit it, say your leave was to run out tomorrow and you still don't have enough money, just go online and put in for this fee waiver application. It automatically extended your visa that was to expire the next day. It extended and it keeps going until the day the fee waiver officers or office make a decision and say, okay, we grant you or you don't grant you. But what it does, it helps you buy time to be able to build whatever fund that you're looking to build in your account, and then prevent you from becoming an overstayer. So sorry, I'm looking up for something here. So I'm looking for the purpose of section C of the Immigration Act of 1991. What it does is, the purpose for section C is it exists to prevent someone who submit an in-time application to vary their leave from becoming an overstayer while waiting for a decision and while any appeal or administrative review is pending. Let me explain that again. So perchance your leave was to expire tomorrow and you don't have enough money in the fund to apply for the main application that you want to do. It is wise to throw in your fee waiver application. Even though it's a fee waiver application, that fee waiver application is not on its own. It works once you put in fee waiver application, it automatically triggers, as in it activates section 3C for you. So if you didn't have, if say you were looking for £40,000 to prove student fee and living cost and all that, and you have £20,000, and because you have £20,000, you can't put in the application because you don't have enough money and you don't even have the fee to pay. But you put in this fee waiver application, you're asking them for them to waive your fee. Maybe in your mind, you know that fee waiver application will not go through. No problem. But instead of keeping quiet and staying and allowing your paper to overstay and then make you an overstayer, throw in fee waiver application. Once you throw in fee waiver application, it automatically activates section 3C for you. So what it does, it varies the date that your date, say that tomorrow date, extend your leave now until the day home office make decision on that fee waiver and say, okay, the fee waiver we've given you, you met the eligibility criteria or you didn't meet the eligibility criteria. So by this time you should be able, knowing that maybe you might not meet the eligibility criteria, it's time for you to be able to, maybe somebody that promised you money, or you were hoping to see that month end they will pay you, and that you, with that payment, you'll be able to make up your money in the account, then that'll be it. So that helps you buy time and help prevent you from becoming an overstayer. Please note again, I'm not an immigration lawyer, but these things are things I wish I knew, and I wish things people shared with me so that I don't get into the shoe I went into. So now I'm sharing this so that tomorrow one person out there might be able to benefit from this information. That said, one of the questions they asked again was, if fee waiver, if you're issued with fee waiver, does it can it support a post study? Fee waiver application does not fee waiver token, or if they've given you, does not support post study. So fee waiver is not available for application based purely. It does not support post study because it is believed that by the time you put in for your study, it did show that you were able to pay for your school fee and you'll be able to take care of yourself. So anything skilled worker, graduate route, student visa extension, fee waiver does not support it. The code will not go through for that. But application based solely on maybe say hardship, you're struggling, human right, parenthood, private life, all that, HRO, FLR, and it covers. But again, let me explain. A fee waiver does not support post-study or post-study visa or work or student application. Graduate skill work, it does not apply for post-study application. But it covers human right application, family, private life grounds, all that. I hope I've not complicated issue. So two things or three things I've been able to say here today. One, there's no appeal for fee waiver. If your fee waiver has been refused or rejected or not accepted, all you need to do is to make a fresh application. 2, there's no limit to how many times you can make a fee waiver request, as long as you can prove that there's a continuous hardship or you're struggling. And even the 1,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 you have, if you pay for that fee, it might impact on your children's well-being, or you're low on income, even though you're working, but your income is low and you're struggling. That's some of the eligibility criteria for you to apply. Again, no appeal for fee waiver. If rejected, you can put in your fee waiver application as many times as you can, as long as you show that there's financial hardship. 3, fee waiver does not support post-study. So you won't use fee waiver code that they've issued or have been granted and have been accepted and say you want to use it for post-study. No. And your fee waiver code lasts for 10 days. It's not difficult to make application for fee waiver. All you need to do is to go to the website, look at what is required, look at what is needed, and just see how to. You would, if you're struggling financially and friends, community organizations, charities are supporting you, you will need letters from those organizations or charity or friends or family to back up your application. You also need to prove show your bank statement, say 3 to 6 months. If it's just you, if there's your partner, you need your both of you need to show you need to show your bank statement. Again, if there are large sum of money coming into your account, it's best to always ref your money coming in. If somebody is giving you for kids, for family, for rent, for support, for clothing, for winter, for anything, for heating, just ref it, as in reference the money for gift, for children, for something, just say it. And then if there are large sum of money coming into your account, you need to explain. Don't leave them to think and be wondering what is this money for. You need to explain what each money is for. On this dash day of this money came in for me, and it was for this, it was for that, I use it for this. And sometimes they might need to see extra evidence to see what you used the money for. That said, again, fee waiver, if perchance as a foreign student or somebody that is here and looking to extend his or her stay as a family, as an individual, and you don't have enough money to go through for you, you can, while you're trying to source the money to build your account, I advise please throw in a fee waiver application. Once you fee waiver application is free, and once you throw in fee waiver application, what it automatically does is it activates section 3C of the Immigration Act for you. By that way, what it does is it prevents you and protects you from becoming an overstayer. Perchance you had 1 day left, you had 2 days left. What it does, it makes your current leave that you were on continue to run until Home Office make a decision on that fee waiver. Now, because you've submitted a fee waiver application does not mean you should go and sleep. This is the time for you to start planning, looking. If it was fund that you were looking for, this is the time for you to gather that fund. If extra letters you were looking for, this is the time for you to gather that letter. If you really want to use the code, this is also the time for you to go online and start putting your application in place, all the necessary evidence, supporting document, filling the form, and just wait till it gets to the payment place for you to wait and see if the fee waiver team will issue you the code or will accept your request. If it's accepted, it's going to be a code given to you, and that code valid for 10 days. If it exceeds that 10 days, your code expires. It means you need to make a fresh application, or probably contact them and speak all the English you want to speak and see if they can release the code back to you. But I would advise you don't wait. Start preparing from now. Hopefully this information helped 1 or 2 person out there. Please feel free to share maybe anything bothering you and any question area, anything you would like me to address, and then we'll see how we can support ourselves out there. And immigration, I would say it's one big thing. It's not an area you want to default in. And please, in all way, every way that you can, prevent, try, avoid not to be an overstayer in the country. Man, if you become an overstayer, your village people don't come for you, because the wahala go down. The way the wahala go activate, you go see say work, you know, feel work, house, you know, feel rent, so many things you can't do. And if you have family, that becomes even frustrating. And you see all those back work where people they do before, they get on the enter for that side, because the way then they enter places now and they pack people. And now with the e-visa thing, online visa thing, what it does is they just see you now. They don't carry person. They don't check. They give them live status of your current status. So then go just check your details. When you say you don't overstay, you don't get pali, na deportation straight up. So please avoid by all means, all way not to overstay. And if you're already an overstayer, please start looking for ways, route, means to actually come at it. Not be waiting then they wish even person enemy. I'm not joking. And for those that are backstaying and doing well, please keep doing well. And if you know your visas need constant renewal, whatever, please keep checking date. Don't go and oversleep and forget your visa expiry date. You know, go funny. And if home office ring you or send you an email asking you for supported additional information document, please do not take it like I will answer them later. And then within plenty things, overstaying is not a route. It is not a route. It will just automatically become house girl. The slavery or houseboy, the slavery is on a different level, a very different level, and not be waiting won't enter. So please avoid it in everywhere, anywhere that you can. That said, I wish every one of us success. Help somebody out there that you can. Share topic or question areas that you like we should talk about, and then we'll see how we can all support ourselves out there as we are here. Thank you once more and have a wonderful week. God bless you all. Bye.